What's happening, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. My name's Brian Mello. We're here at Marty's Chevrolet in Bourne, Massachusetts, and in today's video, we'll be taking a look at this brand new 2024 Chevy Colorado ZR2. So let's get into it. All right, so today we're talking 2024 Colorado ZR2, one of my favorite trucks in the Chevy lineup. This one in particular is finished in sand dune metallic. MSRP is $54,780. And as with most of my videos, I'm going to do a quick walk around the exterior of this truck, show you some of the highlighted features there. And then once we're done, I'll show you the window sticker, and we will, of course, go over the interior as well. Just to kick things off, I do want to take an up-close look at these headlights. Huge fan of the redesign coming from the previous generation, a much more aggressive look. You've got the black housing. You've got the LED day-running strip up top. You can see a projector there. Really, really nice look. And then if we go down low, you can see we've got our fog lights, we've got our red tow recovery hooks, and then we've got our skid plate as well. In the front of the grille, we've got our front camera for the HD surround vision camera system. I'll show you how that functions once we get inside. And then we've also got the flow tie. Chevy says this increases airflow to the radiator and keeps things a little bit cooler. How much? Who knows, but that's what they say, so I'm gonna take their word for it. Blacked out grille, of course, because it's the ZR2. Now, underneath the hood of this truck, you've got the 2.7-liter TurboMax engine, 310 horsepower, 430 pound-feet of torque, and that's matched up to an 8-speed automatic transmission. Coming up close to our wheels, we've got 17-inch wheels. Love this look, and they are wrapped in 285/70/17, and that's a Goodyear Wrangler Territory MT tire. It's definitely a more aggressive tire than you're going to get on some of the other trucks, but having driven this on the highway, it is really not bad. Not very noisy at all, which is always a good thing if you are going to end up on the highway with this thing. I also want to give you a look underneath so you can get a look at your Multimatic DSSV suspension system. If you're buying one of these trucks, this is basically one of the big reasons to even buy it. You've also got a front and rear locking differential as well. Probably the best off-roader in the Chevy lineup. Yes, even more than the Silverado ZR2, at least in my humble opinion. Down low on the truck, you can see you've got your rock sliders, and I'm gonna step all the way back here so you can get a side profile of this thing. I love this truck. One thing you won't see, and it is on the window sticker, and you'll see it in just a second when I go over it, this does have the Sport Bar package, so you get the roll bar with the 40-inch LED light bar. It just hasn't been installed yet. It is a dealer-installed product. You can also see back here at the rear tire, your Multimatic DSSV suspension system again. Going around the back of the truck, you've got your ZR2 branding. We've got our trailer tow package. You've got our rear backup sensors, rear backup camera. And then I want to show you all in here, you've got your spray and bed liner. I love the ZR2 embossed right there on the back. And then right here, you've got a way to measure something. So if you're gonna do any work with this truck, you can actually measure out, or maybe you just caught a fish, you wanna see how long that bad boy is, you can slap the fish up here and you can measure it out. You've also got some storage as well, complimentary screw, and that is water sealed. I've seen a lot of people use it as like a cooler, throw some sodas in there, sodas. You just grab this and lock it back down. You do have a power outlet in the bed, and then you've got your tie-down hooks, but you also have room for expansion. If you need more hooks, you can just pop those out and add more hooks as needed. Tailgate is so light. Let me give you a look under the back of the truck. Stuff that other people don't show you. All right, you do have your sliding rear window. I'm gonna give you another side profile. Love the way this thing looks. All right, now I'm gonna go ahead and put the window sticker up on the screen right now. Go ahead and take your time if you want. You can take a screenshot. You can hit print screen if you're on a PC to give you a better look at it. You can save it, but just go over a couple of quick things. You can see 2024 Colorado, four-wheel drive ZR2 crew cab, sand dune metallic paint, jet black Artemis interior. You've got the 2.7 TurboMax. You've got that 8-speed auto. You can see the Sport Bar package there for $2,820. Standard vehicle price is $46,000. Obviously, this one is $54,780, and that is because of all the additional features that we checked off, like the sports bar package. You can see the power sunroof, the technology package, which gets you HD surround vision, adaptive cruise, rear pedestrian alert. You've got the accessory power distribution. You've got the safety package, the flexible off-road splash guards, and all that stuff together, add it all up, gives you your $54,780. You'll also see your fuel economy, 17 city, 17 highway, gives you a combined of course, 17. I'll give you another quick second to take a look at that, and then I'm going to take it down in 3, 2, 1. All right, let's take a look at the back seat. Give you a look at your door first. And then I'll be curious to know what you all think of this. So before you ask, this is just some of your floor mats, front plate bracket, things like that, that we always keep everything wrapped up. That way they don't get all dirty. I am going to take the cover off of this so you guys can see the seat. Tuck that all out of the way. Now, I'm a fan. I like this design. You almost have, it looks like digital camouflage. And then you've got this yellow contrast stitching, which breaks up the different materials on the seat. I love the look. I'm kind of getting tired of like the really plain, boring interior, so I'm really glad Chevy went this direction with it. But let me know what you all think of it. I have a feeling this is either going to be an I love it or I hate it. There probably won't be much in between, but personally, I am a fan. Now let's jump up front and show what most people are probably waiting for. There is a ton of stuff to discuss. I'm going to try and not make this video 3 hours long, so I'm going to start on the left side, work my way over to the right, going over some of this interior stuff. Of course, if you guys have any questions or concerns, leave a comment. I will be happy to answer those questions as best as I can. So over on the left, we've got our windows, our mirror controls, and our power locks. Right here, we've got our gauge cluster brightness. We've also got a trailer brake controller down low. You can see we've got our cruise controls, forward collision alert, adaptive cruise. On the steering wheel, hands-free voice commands. These are all your controls. This is an 11-inch digital gauge cluster. You have all sorts of ways. You have all sorts of ways to customize this display to your liking. Definitely something that you're going to want to mess around with. This one right here is my favorite. It gives you a really good view of the navigation without having to look over at the other display, which I think is really nice. But you do have a ton of different options and a ton of different ways to look at your screen. And the way that I'm toggling through all those is I'm just using this button right here on the steering wheel. This is more of an off-road mode, and then we're kind of back here. And then there's just a super clean layout as well. All right, that jumps us over to the infotainment system. Someone's going to yell at me if I'm wrong. I believe this is 11.3 inches. AM, FM, XM, satellite radio, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto. You've got your HD surround vision camera system. I'm going to go ahead and tap that. There's a truck going by me right now. You can see how that works. My favorite cameras in this truck are the Curb Hunter cameras, or in this truck, you're probably looking at rocks. So it gives you a nice close-up look of the wheels. Really good to have if you're going to be doing some serious off-roading. Of course, you've got that overhead view. You can also look over the front, over the back. There's my standard traditional backup view. So really nice features there. You have Amazon Alexa built in. You can adjust your climate controls. However, I'm really happy that we still have some physical buttons for climate controls. Yes, maybe that makes me sound old, but we should definitely still have some physical buttons in these trucks. I'm going to go back to the home screen. I'm going to show you the maps. It's probably going to have me go through a whole bunch of stuff really quickly, so we'll just done, close that out so you can see the map layout. Google Maps, obviously, works really, really well. There's your integrated phone. Lights are up here, your lighting controls. I know it's a little different, but most people leave their vehicle in auto, so they never even really touch this stuff. There's your phone controls. And what else should we show you really quickly? Your off-road mode. It's giving you your steering angle. You've got your terrain. This is Baja. You can go to terrain over here. It gives you your pitch, tilt, and roll. Your air pressures. You can go into overlanding. Gives you even more views. Tons of stuff. If you're an off-road guy, you're going to absolutely love this truck. This is your split display. You can customize the screen however you like it. So if you want, maybe you're trailering or your trip over here on the left and you want your map over there on the right, you can do that, or flip-flopped. Beneath your infotainment screen, you've got your heated seat controls, your climate controls, digital display here. Right now they're set up to sync, so anything I do here corresponds with the right side as well. Below that, here's where the fun starts. You've got your front and rear locking differentials. Once again, if you're buying this truck, you're really buying it for the suspension and the locking diffs, in my opinion. I've only had one chance to take this on some serious off-roading, and let me tell you, this thing is a champ. It does not slow down. It doesn't care what you throw at it. The truck will just keep on chugging on, and a lot of that is thanks to the front and rear lockers. You've got your auto start and stop, which you can disable, which I'm very happy about. Hazards, lane departure warning, auxiliary buttons, drop all your windows, USB-C, USB port, and then this rubberized section here, so you can throw like a phone here so it's not sliding around. Kind of more of that like sort of like a digital camo look. You can also see it up here on the dash where you have the ZR2. I love the look. I think it looks really good. Once again, just GM's kind of stepping up the whole interior, making it feel more premium, and they definitely do that between the different materials, between the different designs, and then the yellow contrast stitching. I just think the combination looks really, really good. Down here, we've got our cup holders. A lot of people ask what this slot is. That fits a cell phone really nicely so that it sits and orients itself vertically, gives you easy access to grab it. Your shifter, obviously, your four-wheel drive mode control, electronic parking brake. Center console is tiny, but you do have a little tray there, and then it goes way down there on the bottom. And then you do have your power sunroof, which is nice to have in a Colorado now. And that, my friends, is kind of the quick rundown. Like I said, there's a lot more I could talk about. I mean, the digital displays, I could talk about customizing everything forever, but I don't think you all want to sit through that. I just wanted to give you kind of a brief overview, give you some of the details, let you see what the truck looks like. And like I said, really, if you're someone shopping for one of these, you're buying it for the off-road capability. You're probably not buying it for much else. At least, I hope you're buying it for the off-road capability, because that is what this thing is built and designed to do. Of course, if I missed something, or if you have any questions about the truck, leave a comment below. I'll be happy to answer those questions as best as I can. If I don't know the answer, I'll find it for you. If you want to buy this truck, it is available right now, martyschevy.com. Links are all in the description below, as well as a link to the window sticker if you want to take another look at that. As always, I want to thank you all for watching. If you made it this far in the video and you got some value at it, please like, subscribe, and I will, of course, see you in the next one. Thanks again. Take care.